Morning, Master Chefs. This video is going to be called Kitchen Capers, but you can see by where I am that A, I'm not in the kitchen, and B, there are no capers here, and no capers going on either. However, I digress. Now, I have an old school friend back in Britain that, because of his age, has been locked up by the government, put in isolation, I don't know, for about 3 months or something like that. And he fancies himself as a bit of a pot walloper. So I thought I'd have a go at emulating his great culinary triumphs. I mean, how hard can it be? Because I work to a relatively strict budget here, I don't really like to cook all that much that can't be turned into, 2, 3, 4 meals. And so that kind of governs my thinking. I very rarely lash out on an expensive steak because that's just a one-off dinner. I will occasionally nowadays roast a chicken because I can get 2, maybe 3 dinners out of that. And I can buy a very good uncooked chicken for about 250 baht, which is less than $10, where a steak, a good quality steak, I could pay 1,000 baht for that, $30. So, that's where the difference lies. However, what am I gonna go for? I'm gonna go for shepherd's pie, I think. Now, I remember back in my school days when I was a small boy. Most people's school days are when they're small boys or girls. I digress again. My mother, who wasn't the greatest cook in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but she used to make this really great dish that was so easy and convenient to make. She would get a can of Fray Bentos steak and kidney. No, beef and onion. Fray Bentos beef and onion. And with that, she would make some kind of pseudo shepherd's pie out of it with baked beans and peas, and put the mashed potato on the top, stick it all in the oven, and away you go. And I absolutely adored it. There was something about that Fray Bentos beef and onion, the same as there is with their Fray Bentos steak and kidney pies and steak and ale pies that you can still get to this day. And I can get them in the States. I have to mail order them, and I could probably mail order them over here too, but I don't. So I'm gonna wait till I go back to the US, and maybe I'll bring a bunch over, I don't know. But anyway, let's go down to the shop and get some stuff. Okay, we're here with the ground beef, and let's take a look. See, that is 260 baht. Now, we need a damn sight more than that. That is getting on for $10. So what I'm going to do, I've had another idea, and I'll let you in on it later, but I'm going to get a small one here, because this is going to be enough for tonight, because I'm going to make some sliders. So we have to go to another shop. Here we are in another shop, and this is minced pork. So I'm going to go with this, 89 a kilo, I think. So let's get some of this, or that. I don't think there's any difference. So pull that lot, 190 baht. can't be bad. 90 baht. So anyway, swift change in recipe. Right, so I'm going to apologise for the lack of light and the lack of decent sound. I'm not taking much in the way of care with this. This is just a quick record. So first of all, we're going to cook the meat. So heat up some oil. So this is what we're going to use to scale my hand. So there's a lot of it there, but I want to get a lot of meals out of this. This is less than 200 baht. So all of this for about $7 or $8. And we've got some chopped up onion and garlic, and because we're in Thailand, some red and green peppers, just for a hint of zest. So first of all, let's get the meat on. Right, there's the pan, there's the meat. Might need 2 shots of this, and one of the things that I'm going to be wondering about is I want this ground meat to kind of separate, not just to go into one soggy mass, you know. But the beef does, so we'll see. Whether it's all going to go in here. Anyway, you get the picture. Okay, the meat's done. But there's going to be enough room in that pan. Time for this. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. It should be smelly bit. Sorry for waving the camera around. Smelly vision, folks. Alright, be back with you soon. And tomatoes, already put some peas in there. Okay, and I'll give it a stir up. And with the addition of some carrots as well. Now all I got to do, apart from fry, is to cook up the mashed potato, which is going to be there. But first I'm going to have to go down the bank to pay the electricity bills and such like. So that's a late afternoon job. So, get back to you. So, that is the mashed potato. Well, it's not really mashed yet. It's crumbled potato. But we have some butter there, and I've just gone and got some fresh milk because the other stuff that was in the fridge is a bit gnarly. So we'll make a few bits of this. And put some milk in, and I'll get back to you. So it's all mashed up with butter and milk in there. It's really nice. I've tasted it. It's got a beautiful flavour to it, and so much nicer than an instant mash, you know. So much nicer. Let's just go and put this back in, down in there, and I'm warming up the oven. You'll notice I'm not using this oven because the oven part of it is kaput. It needs to be, this is close to the top of my must buy list. Anyway, that has now got to go in there. I'll get back to you. I was hoping I'd have some mashed potato left so I could have it with you know, a pork steak or something like that, mashed potato and beans, but no, it ate the whole lot. So there we are. And I don't like to think that my cooking could be likened to spreading a concrete foundation, but that's about what it's like. So anyway, the oven's coming up to temperature. We'll put it in and let's go. Okay, there it is. And convection 190. Let's put it on for an hour. Go. Alright, that's it. Die is cast. 30 seconds to go. Well, what's it going to look like when it comes out? Is it going to be a charred mess? Is it going to be an underdone lump? Your guess is as good as mine. I've done shepherd's pies before. Well, cottage pies really. But this is a new one on me, and this is a really large pie, a large portion. So there it is. It's finished. Let's open the door. Hey, it don't look too bad. Okay, I can't, it's really heavy. I can't get this out and film this at the same time, so bear with me. Well, there it is. Looks pretty good, but there is one more addition yet. Looks good though, doesn't it? Even I may have an accidental success from time to time. Anyway, where did I put it? Here we are. Here we are. Cheese. Got to have cheese on it. Got to have molten cheese all over it. That's the next step. Here we go. So the question that's on everyone's lips is, what's it like? I don't know. Let's go for it. To do this again, I'd probably put the gravy mix in there as well to kind of thicken it up a bit, but it don't matter. Here we are. Let's take it in and see. So, what's it like? It looks disgusting, but as this is my own dish, let's face it, this kind of dish made with lamb is called shepherd's pie. This kind of dish made with beef is called cottage pie. So what am I going to call this then? I think I'm going to call this pig poker's pie. Oh, hang on, this is the wrong caption. There, that's better. Pig poker's pie. It's my dish. I can call it what the hell I like. Having the mind of a systems integrator, I have to obviously ask the question, how much did all of this cost then? And I've totted up the numbers and we can go through it together. And in some ways I'm surprised that it cost as much as it did. So here's the list. We'll start off with the ground pork at 190 baht. A lot of potatoes, but these come in dead cheap at about 80 baht. 2 very large onions at 40 baht. 1 very large carrot, 20 baht. A big can of tomatoes, but only 40 baht. And now the can of peas, well, 2 cans of peas, 80 baht. Miscellaneous seasoning, 10 baht. Gas for the stove, electric for the oven, 40 baht. And my time, well, we all know what that's worth. Put a line under it and it comes to 500 baht, which I found surprisingly more than I expected. Put a line under it and the whole lot comes to about a tad under $17, which, considering I'm going to get 8 meals out of it is not too damn bad. Would I do it again? You betcha. It was nothing but a couple of hours background task in an afternoon. And like I said already, I got 8 meals out of it. The other 7 are already in the freezer. I put them in there this morning. They're freezing down. And each one of those with like half a tin of baked beans will be perfect meal for tad under $17. 500 baht for 8 meals. Oh, I suppose that's about 7 baht a meal. And you'd be hard pushed to spend as little as that from a street vendor. So yeah, I'd do it again. And it had a really nice taste to it. I don't know what it was, but as I was tasting the semi-cold mixture this morning, it had a kind of a turkey flavour about it, which I particularly liked. Anyway, a success. Cheers.